Now we look at question 2 of the grade 12 mathematics paper 2, 2022 GCE. Okay. Uh, so question 2 is asking us to simplify 4p over 3q divide by p squared by q divided by 6 multiplied by that's pq divided by 2. Then question 2b of course is saying the first three terms of a geometric progression are 3, 6 and 12 respectively. Find the nth term, the geometric mean of 96 and 384. Then the last part is asking us to find the sum of the first eight terms of the progression. Okay, so here's how we go about it. Okay, so for the first part, the question is asking us to simplify 4p, okay, 4p over 3q divided by that's p squared by q divided by 6 multiplied by uh, pq divided by 2. Okay, so the first thing that I can do in this case is that I can simplify this part. Okay, on its own, then I bring in the division there. Okay, so simplifying that part, we're just going to multiply the p squared by q multiplied by pq. You're going to get p to the power 3 by q to the second. Okay, so that would be divide by 12, because you're going to say 6 multiplied by 2. So here you're going to have, you still have divide by that, but what you're going to do here is that we're going to change this sign from division to multiplication. So this is going to be 4p over 3q. Instead of saying divide by, we're going to say multiply by the reciprocal of this one, which is just 12 divided by what, p, which is p to the third, q to the second. Okay, so I can simply say here the 3 here, 1, 3 into 12 is 4. Okay, then what else do we have? P here 1. Okay, p here, it's like we are going to cancel out, we're going to remain with two p's on the bottom. So this is just going to be 16 over what, 16 over uh, p to the second by q to the third. And this is the simplest form that we in which we have this one. Okay, so now let's look at the second part of question 2. So question 2, we have been told that 3, 6 and 12 are the first three terms of the geometric progression. We have to find the nth term. Okay, so now the idea of the nth term is this. The nth term, we indicate it using an is equals to a1 multiplied by that is multiplied by r by multiplied by r to the power n minus 1. So in this case, your a1 is your first term. So it's like you have your 3, 6 and 12. So our 3 is the first term. So it's like you have your a1, a2 and a3 there. So because this is a geometric progression, for us to find the r, which is our common ratio, we're going to say r is going to be equals to, so in this case I can either say a3 divided by a2, or I can say a2 divided by what, divided by a1. I'm still going to get the same thing. So for example, if you say 12 divided by 6, what are you going to get? You're going to get a 2 here. Okay, so now let's say 6 divided by 3. What are we going to get? We're still going to get a 2. So our r is equals to 2. So I'm going to say an is equals to our first term, which is a 3, common ratio, which is a what, let me say multiplied by here, and just put a dot which still indicates multiplication. So our r, we have found that is 2 to the power n minus what, n minus 1 there. Okay, so now What else do we need to indicate here? So in simple terms, this is what we are going to be using to as our nth term. Okay, that's what we are going to be using as our nth term there. So now let's look at what the second question says. Of course, one might want to simplify that. I'm going to leave it in that way. Um, so we also have to find the geometric mean of 96 and 3. That's 96 and 384. We have to find the geometric mean of that. So to find the geometric mean, here's how we determine the geometric mean. The geometric mean, okay, which I'll indicate using a letter x, is simply equals to uh, the product of the two terms that you have. So in this case, you're going to say x, which is going to be our mean. Um, so I have my a, which is 96, multiplied by what? 384. So if you go to your calculator, okay, if you say 96 multiplied by 384, you're going to get something like, let's say, a square root of 36,864. So the square root of that, you're going to get what? You're going to get 92, 192 rather. So that's the geometric mean. Okay, so now let's go to the last part of this question. We have to find the sum of the first 8 terms of the what? Of the progression. Okay, so this part is very interesting. So it's the fact that the partial sum equation that we use is simply indicated as Sn is equals to a1, which is our first term, open bracket 1 minus r to the power n, we close, divide by 1 minus r. Okay, that's what you're going to use. So if you say sum of the 8 terms, you're going to put 8 here is equals to the first term, which is a 3. Okay, you're going to put 1 here minus your common ratio, which is a 2 to the power n, which is 8. Okay, divide by 1 minus 2, which is our common ratio. So here I'm going to have 3. Okay, 1 minus 2 to the power 8 is going to be 256. Okay, 256 divided by negative 1. So this is just going to be 3 open bracket minus negative, no, what am I saying? Let me say 3 multiplied by negative 255. Okay, divide by negative 1. So that is like the 256 minus 1, or when we subtracted the 256 from 1, that's where we got the minus 255. We multiply that by 3, we get 765. Of course it's a negative, but because you have a negative down, that goes and that goes. So the sum of the first 8 terms is 765. And there's another way in which we can comprehensively show that this answer is true. The 765 is the fact that you are talking about 8 terms. So just for the sake of fun, you can try it out. You have your 3, 6, 12. I believe you're going to have 24. Then here you're going to have 48. Okay, then what follows is that would be 96. Then here we're going to have 192. How many are they? These are 7. The eighth one is going to be 384. Okay, so adding these all these terms, you're going to say 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus 24 plus 48 plus 96 plus 192 plus 384. You still get 760 what? 65. Okay, so this shows that our work is okay. So that's how you go about answering this second question. Thank you very much for watching.